what is next for Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka? Because Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka seems to be in a big dilemma. He doesn't know whether to work with Raila Amolo Odinga or to break ties with Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga. Because of late, it looks like Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga knows what he wants, knows how to go about what he wants. But for Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, it looks to be opposite. He is seen to be a person who is undecided whether to break ties with Raila Amolo Odinga or to continue working with him so that he can help him in 2027 presidential election. Welcome to Siboga TV, which is your #1 online political channel. And the topic about Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka being undecided is actually what we are going to have as a candid discussion. But before we dive in and try to dissect all that into a clear perspective, I could request you kindly to take a minute or two and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Give this video thumbs up. Share the video to your friends. And if your friends are lovers of politics, then it is good to request them for us to subscribe to this YouTube channel. Why is Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka undecided whether to dump Raila Amolo Odinga or to work with Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga? For Raila Amolo Odinga, it seems that he knows clearly what he wants. And that is why he is working with the Kenya Kwanza government, despite what his core principles might say. Because the Azimio fraternity actually stands that nobody within the coalition should work with President William Samoei Arap Ruto. But Raila Amolo Odinga is in bed with the government. And it started when Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga wanted the seat at the AU. That means the chairmanship of the AU. And because for you to get that position, you must work with the government which is on power. And that is why at first Raila Amolo Odinga had to acknowledge and work with William Samoei Arap Ruto. But the recent situation, which was brought up by the Gen Zs, is the situation which his core principles are deeply against. Because Raila Amolo Odinga has actually donated some of the key figures in ODM to work with President William Samoei Arap Ruto. And other core principles within the Azimio are actually against that. And that is the point which brings a dilemma to Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka. Because Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka is quite very clear that he is not going to work with the Kenya Kwanza government, let come what may. And he has said categorically that any member who is in Azimio and who is working with President William Samoei Arap Ruto, he is not with him. But does Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka has the gut to stand with that? I think because Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka does not have that gut of actually standing and telling Raila Amolo Odinga that I have to cut ties with you because you are doing what we are against by working with the Kenya Kwanza government. And for Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka to have that gut, then he will qualify to be the person to take this nation forward from the opposition side. But Raila and Stephen, it seems that Raila Amolo Odinga as part of life of Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka. And that is why maybe Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka doesn't want to delink himself with working with Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga. Because for Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, he feels that this is the time for Raila Amolo Odinga to say Kalonzo Tosha, let come 2027. And that is what is putting Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka into a dilemma of not wanting really to let go Raila Amolo Odinga and to cut ties with him. But this makes Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka to be vulnerable, to look weak to many Kenyans, because many Kenyans are able to interpret that Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka is not capable of standing alone, is not capable of saying enough is enough as a man, and actually drives himself forward towards 2027 presidential election. What William Samoei Ruto did when they disagreed with Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. Because at first, there was that agreement between William Samoei Ruto and the former president, Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, that I will lead for 10 years and you will also lead this nation for 10 years. But when it reached to the middle, Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta went forward to embarrass Right Honorable William Samoei Arap Ruto. And at that point, William came out strongly to say, enough is enough. I am going to look for presidency alone because it seems you have somebody in your mind. And that is when Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta actually came out and said that the person who he wished to succeed him is Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga. But because William Samoei Ruto had the guts. He said, that is your democratic right. And let me now move along and look for this seat of presidency. And because of that, many people admired William Samoei Ruto's courage. And that is actually what Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka is missing. He does not want to let Raila Amolo Odinga go, even if he is seeing clearly that Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga is actually going against them, going against other principles in the Azimio fraternity. And that is why people like Martha Karua, they have bulled out of the Azimio. People like Eugene Wamalo, they are bullying out of Azimio. And it's now time for Honorable Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka to say enough is enough with Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga. Because if Raila Amolo Odinga is standing to be working with William Samoei Ruto, then let that be. Let Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka be a man enough to say enough is enough so that he can move forward to his ambition of actually unseating President William Samoei Arap Ruto, let come 2027, and taking up the position, the opposition role. Because if Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga is working with William Samoei Ruto, then there is a vacant which has been created for somebody who will be from the side of opposition so that he can keep the government into toes. And Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka must actually understand that if he takes that created space by becoming an opposition leader, then Kenyans might admire him and they can vote him let come 2027. I really don't know what's your take about all this. Do you agree that it is time for Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka to stand tall and tell Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga that enough is enough and cut ties with him? Or should he continue holding on the shirt of Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga? Please drop your comment in the comment section below. And if this is your first time to come into this YouTube channel, I request you kindly to take a minute or two and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Give this video a like. Share the video to your friends. And if your friends are lovers of politics, then it's good to request them for us to subscribe to this YouTube channel. And for those ones who have actually subscribed to this YouTube channel, I say thank you. May God bless you abundantly. And lastly, whenever you subscribe to our YouTube channel, always remember to smash the bell button, because that's the only way you give YouTube a leeway to notify you whenever we upload any political content into YouTube. And with that, I say thank you, and may God bless you all abundantly until we meet in our next political conversation. Goodbye.